Hey guys, it's good to be with you. Welcome. We've got an exciting night to talk about some exciting things. So, welcome back. For those who have joined with us in the past, if you're new, welcome to you. We're going to probably take an hour here together to go through our current situation with cryptocurrency, where it is in the national and international scene, what the developments have been lately. Also, want to spend a little bit of time explaining what cryptocurrency is and how you can take advantage of it by understanding what it is. It's sort of snuck up on a lot of people. We have heard the term in the past, but not fully understood what it is and how it operates and how we can position ourselves to take advantage of it. So I may, when we put this video out, split it into two segments so that it's not a whole hour in length and you'll be able to watch it in two segments. So welcome again. I want to use this as an educational time to bring you up to speed on cryptocurrency in general, but then we want to go and look at the Texit coin and see where that is positioned right now in the industry and what's happening. Some very, very exciting news about that. So just to give you a little thumbnail sketch of what cryptocurrency is all about, and you can research this yourself. Just go onto Google or AI and you can research cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency mines and what a miner is and what hash power is and all that sort of thing and get yourself up to speed. You may have to read several articles to really wrap your mind around it. But basically, cryptocurrency is digital currency. It's money that's actually online. And all of you have used digital currency for the last couple of decades. So if you've ever used Cash App or PayPal, even 20 years ago, we were using PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, any of those cash apps, you've been using digital currency, moving money around. The industry calls those items hot wallets because it's got money in it that you can actually buy and sell things with. You can move money peer to peer. You can pay somebody for it. I do that with when I get a haircut, pick up my phone, go to Venmo, go in there and select my hairdressers, give her $25, boom, it's into her Venmo account. She can pull it out and put it into her bank account if she wants to, etc. So, or buy and sell with it, move it around. I have a Venmo card, an actual debit card to my Venmo account. So I will go to my Google Wallet and I will choose my Venmo card and I will pay with my Venmo card. So that's digital currency, and we've all been using that for a couple of decades. So we're familiar with it. So we're familiar really with cryptocurrency, but we have not known it. So the days are fast passing us when you're actually going to be using cash to transfer from one bank to another. You just use a debit card or some of these cash app programs to do so. When you get paid, your employer typically will give you a direct deposit. All that is digital currency. It's zeros and ones that are moving across from one bank account to another bank account. And so the banks have these great big computers, A-frame computers, and all those digital movement of money is detailed on a digital ledger. Cryptocurrency is very similar to that, except it bypasses the intermediate banks. So they don't get a piece of the pie. There's a little bit of hostility between your traditional banks and cryptocurrency because of that. I've had my account closed a couple of times because I was bringing cryptocurrency in as cash and put it into my bank. So the cryptocurrency works outside the banking institutes, although Tier 1 exchanges can actually link now your bank accounts to their exchanges, and you can pull money out and get that into your bank account. So if you're with Coinbase or Kraken, you can tie your bank account to that and pull actual digital money out, turn it into USD into your bank account. So that's what I do on a regular basis. So really, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is mining, creating coins. That's what we use the word mining. So you'll get a bunch of computer nodes that are set up on a network. Those computer nodes are competing with each other to analyze and solve pretty in-depth mathematical equations that are fed into the network by the actual algorithms that are set up on that network. So they feed that out there on a regular basis. The computer nodes compete to solve those equations. And the computer node that solves that equation gets a reward of coins, digital coins. It's like a very elaborate video games. When you play Donkey Kong and you went from one level to another, you got rewarded by coins, and you could use those digital coins, those gold coins, to buy various items based upon what game you were playing. If you're playing some sort of adventure game, you needed swords and shields and whatnot, and so you bought that with the coins that you got as a reward for various challenges in that video game. It's similar to that. So these computer nodes are competing with each other to solve mathematical equations. And so once a mathematical equation is solved, 6 other of those computer nodes have to verify it to make sure it was accurate, make sure there's no foul play, make sure no one was getting into the network. But also what those computer nodes do, they verify transactions on that network. So coins that are coming out of that network to be put into various coin exchanges like Dex Trade or Bitmart, coins are taken out to actually trade out there and buy and sell, and then coins come back on into the network. So every time there's a transaction, 6 other computer nodes have to verify those transactions and make sure they're accurate, they're real, they're authentic, make sure no one's doing any foul play on the network. So there are coins that are going out as rewards for all those transactions and all those verification of those transactions. So on our network, the Texit Coin network, there's 95,000 coins that are produced on a daily basis by all these various rewards for doing these transactions. Every 3 minutes, some computer node gets a reward of coins, maybe a couple of hundred coins, for the transactions that it just did, or for competing with the others and solving that mathematical equations. So in the algorithm, has been determined that on a daily basis, at the end of the day, all those coins that have been won as rewards are going to be added up and divided back out amongst the mines. So if you've got one mine, if you purchase one mine, you've invested in yourself and bought one mine, you'll get one share of those coins that have been produced on a daily basis. So right now, you're going to get 7 coins. If you own multiple computer nodes or mines, you'll get multiple numbers of those 7. So if you own 3 mines, you'll get 21 coins right today once those 95,000 coins are divided up. So that's how that works. And we are developing the world's largest privately owned, decentralized computer network mine. And so you're going to be part of that. The question that people ask is, okay, I understand the digital coins and how that all operates. How do I get those out? Well, in those video games we used to play, if we ran out of digital coins that we had earned as rewards, you could actually put $5 in, $10 in, and buy some more coins. So real money can go into these networks and you can buy coins. And so the opposite can happen. You can bring those coins out. So on the tier 1 exchanges that have been placed out there, you can actually take those coins out and put them into your bank account. I've done that multiple times. You can go to Coinbase, you can go to Kraken, you can set up an account there, you can tie your bank account there, Wells Fargo, Chase, whatever you've got. And then when you take that money in, the USD in, it'll turn into USDC 1 for 1. And now you've got digital coins for the money that you put in. And you can take those coins and you can trade them, and then you can pull them back out again. So that's basically how the network works in a crypto world. But let me also tell you, we've never been in such a favorable position that we are now in the crypto world with the support of the federal government. Up until our current government, the federal government was hostile towards cryptocurrency. In fact, there were several lawsuits on with various exchanges. I think Coinbase had a legal suit against it by the Department of Treasury. So that's all been moved away. When President Trump won his election back in November the 6th, within the first month of his election, he had already appointed a crypto czar for the White House. So David Sachs was appointed as crypto czar. He was the CEO of PayPal. And so not only did that happen in December, a month before he actually took office, he had put this in place. So he was serious about that. So one of his first executive orders in that first week of his presidency was signed to establish the United States as having a cryptocurrency reserve, which they've got about $19 billion worth of cryptocurrency as a Federal Reserve now, but also that executive order was to authorize the various government agencies to position the United States as the number one player in the world of cryptocurrency. The number one cryptocurrency capital of the world is what he wanted to see happen. So that we're moving very quickly into that space. March the 7th, they had their first crypto summit at the White House. All the ones that had knowledge and were the big wigs in the crypto world came to the White House and they had their summit there. Actually, the CEO of Coinbase said to a reporter that questioned him after that summit that he was going to go back and probably employ about 1,000 employees into Coinbase based upon what was discussed at that crypto summit. And that was Brian Armstrong that said that. So we are in a world that's very rapidly moving to legitimize cryptocurrency. And so we wanted our family and friends to know about it so they could position themselves for success, not be scratching their head afterwards and trying to work out what just happened. And so if you can get in early and position yourself for this, you'll be able to receive the wealth that comes from it. So other states have got involved with this too. The state of Texas, just a few weeks ago, passed Senate Bill 21, which was to do the same thing as what the federal government did, was to actually create a cryptocurrency reserve, a state reserve, so that I think 10 to 15% of their reserve capital is going to be in cryptocurrency. New Hampshire just did the same thing. I read that yesterday. New Hampshire just passed a very similar Senate bill in their state to see that happen. So this is getting very, very serious. The United States was probably about fifth in the world several years ago in terms of mining cryptocurrency, and that they're increasing and they're moving up that ladder. Probably mainland China mines 80% of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So they got ahead of the curve. But with our present government in place on a federal level, America is getting to a point where that is going to be stabilized. And there's lots of cryptocurrencies and crypto exchanges that are going to be produced here in the United States. So there'll be a lot more security with it. So that is a little bit of background on what cryptocurrency is, how coins are created. We call that mining the coin. It's creating those digital coins. The mines we call are the actual computer nodes, and the people that own those computer nodes are called miners. So if you own one of those computer nodes with Texit Coin, you are a miner. Now, my wife Lisa and I got interested in this at the end of last year because we started to see some of the things lining up with cryptocurrency, particularly what President Trump was doing after his election. So we knew that there was things coming that was going to really enhance people's ability to get involved with cryptocurrency and actually benefit from it. So we heard about Texit Coin. It's a coin that is exclusively mined here in the state of Texas. So we met with Bobby Gray, the founder of Texit Coin, who lives up in McKinney, just north of Dallas. We spent some time with him, got to know his background. So Bobby has been in this industry since 2008. I think when he first created alternate currency of gold, silver, and copper. And then in 2012, he was invited out to speak at a sub-house committee in Washington, D.C. about alternate currency, looking at gold, silver, copper as alternate currencies because of the devaluation of the American dollar. You just can't buy what you used to buy. It's not that things have gone up in price. It's that the dollar has lost its value and you need more dollars to buy the same thing you used to buy 20, 30, even 50 years ago. And so that's what's happening with the American dollar. So these states that I just mentioned and the United States federal government is hedging its bet against the American dollar by going into cryptocurrency. And it's a serious matter. As I said, the federal government has $19 billion worth now as alternate currency in the crypto world. So we looked at Texit Coin. Number one, we learned that it's exclusively mined here in Texas. So foreign entities like China, like Nigeria, like other places, cannot get hold of this and take it sideways. So that was a very first positive thing. Secondly, the maximum number of mines you can buy is 9 mines. You cannot invest anything more than that. People have said to me, well, I'm not going to get involved in cryptocurrency again. I lost $25,000 in cryptocurrency. Well, you can't do that with the Texit coin. You max out at 9 mines. You can't buy any more than that. You can't even lose $15,000 because you can't buy more than 9 mines. So you'll be maxing out at about $9,800 and something dollars is what you do if you buy 9 mines. The mines are worth $995. So it's not a Ponzi scheme. You're actually getting something for your money. You're getting a mine. You're getting one of those computer nodes that's going to actually be producing coins on a daily basis. It's going to be part of a network that's solving those riddles, those mathematical equations. Your mine may be one of the 6 that validates a transaction on that network. So out of the 95,000 coins that are produced on a daily basis in that Texit Coin network, your mine will get a share of that. And you can buy up to 9 mines. So it's not a Ponzi scheme. You're actually getting something for your money. And you'll be able to get an app on your phone, and you'll be able to go in there and you'll be able to see on a daily basis the number of coins that you produced. And you'll be able to track that. You'll be able to go to the exchanges like Bitmart. You'll be able to go to DexTrade. You'll see what those coins are being valued at. Right now, we're at 60 cents a coin. When Lisa and I started back in December the 18th, it was 8 cents a coin. So we've gone from 8 cents a coin to 60 cents a coin in just a matter of 5 months, or less than 5 months. And it's powerful to see that happening. So you'll be able to monitor all that yourself through the apps on the phone and through the coin that you get. When you buy a mine, you'll actually be getting this coin, which represents your mine. There's a code on the back of that coin, which you'll put in, or you can scan that QR code to actually get into the app and see what your mine is producing. This is called a cold wallet. So all your coins that you're being produced are off the network. Nobody can steal in there and take them. So when you want to cash out, or you want to get some coins that you've created, that you've mined, and put them out on the various exchanges and actually sell them, then you will take this coin out of the pouch. You peel that sticker off the back, and there'll be a QR code there, and it's etched into the back of that coin. And when you scan that, you'll turn your cold wallet into a hot wallet that gives you access to those coins that you produce. And you can do that day 1 or day 365. There's no requirements or time limits on what you can do with the coins. They're your coins. You produce them. You got a share on the daily network of those coins that's being produced. So exclusively mined in Texas, max out at 9 mines. People can't come in and buy 51% of the shares and take this thing sideways. It's crowdsourced. It's for people like you and me. So big corporations can't come in and buy half of the stock. We are in a tremendous position as a miner to buy a mine or 2 or 6 or 9 mines and actually benefit from the wealth that be produced by those mines. So it's crowdsourced, and maximum of 10% ownership can be from overseas. So I've got lots of friends that I have in Australia, New Zealand, and other places that have been able to buy these mines. So it'll max out at 10%. That's 100,000 mines that can be purchased from overseas. There's 1 million mines in the network. And so we are probably at about just over 1% of mines that have been sold. So this is a tremendous ground floor opportunity. In fact, it's probably not even ground floor. It's probably basement opportunity to get your mines now and start producing those coins and watch the value of those coins go up. And you can decide when you want to cash out or how many coins you want to take out and sell those, leave the rest of the coins in there as the value of those coins go up. So it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not multi-level marketing. There's no minimal requirements that you have to do on a daily basis or a monthly basis to qualify for commissions and overrides and things like that. When you buy your coin, you can just buy that mine. You've got it. And you're now in, you don't have to tell a soul about it. You can put it in the back closet and forget about it. Come back and check it in a year to see how many coins you produced and what those coins are worth. So they've taken the best parts of a multi-level marketing program, which is actually helping other people get up and established. But there's no minimal requirements. There's no monthly anything that you've got to do to qualify for producing those coins. Those coins are yours. You bought the mine and you're getting them produced on a daily basis. So it's not a scam. I've been in it 4 months. I've seen what this company is doing. They have just spent $88,000 on billboards right across the DFW area, San Antonio and Houston, $88,000. At the end of July, all the billboards in the DFW airport, the large ones outside and the smaller ones on the inside of the terminals, the Texit Coin is advertising on those digital billboards. Fantastic. The big ones that we see around the city are digital, of course, as I said. So therefore, you see the value of that coin changing on an almost daily basis as it keeps moving on up. So no scam here. The companies will give you the coin to get you up and running. There's great websites. You can get onto Telegram and you'll be able to part of a community there that discusses this on a regular basis. I just got off a Zoom call with Bobby. Bobby Gray, the founder, does a Zoom call on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So there's no scam there. That would not be happening if this was a scam. My wife got in December the 18th with one mine, and she has probably made $24,000 in commissions from her mine. And I'll show you here in a minute how that works. So that's just a bit of a background with the Texit Coin and how the network works, how in general cryptocurrency works, and where we are positioned politically to see this just really, really explode. And that explosion is going to come very quickly. The tsunami is heading towards us because all these things are lining up. So we've probably got a year or 2 or 3 to see that hit with a very, very strong, valuable coin that may be $800 a coin. So we want to get you in early, get you positioned to create those coins so you can ride that value up. All right, I'm going to open up turn on my whiteboard here, my little digital whiteboard, so that you can see how this thing works.